Hey guys, so for today's video I created 2 more looks with the Oden's Eye and Angelica Little Ghost palette. I'm gonna link my video down below for you with my first impressions and swatches and 1 look with each palette of this entire collection. I also posted another video with 2 more looks with the Trick or Treat palette, so I'll link that down below for you as well. But in that video everyone was like, we want to see more looks with little ghosts, so that's exactly what I did today. So if you want to see how I did these 2 very different eye looks with the Little Ghost palette, go ahead and keep on watching. Let's get started with the first look. I definitely want to play with these blue shades, especially this matte blue because it's kind of different than other matte blues I've seen before. So I'm going to start with Haunted on a Sigma E28 and I'm going to start by packing that in my crease. And I'm just building up this color. It started out looking a little paler than I thought, but it looks like it is building up nicely. So I have layered up this shade about 3 times to get the pigment that I want. Not a big deal, but I just wanted to point that out. Now I'm going to take this lighter blue Ghoulish, and I'm going to put this on my inner lid, kind of connecting it into my inner crease. And again, I'm using the same exact brush. These 2 blues look so pretty together. Now I'm going to take Haunted House. Again, I'm using the same exact brush. I'm going to stamp this shade on this kind of blank part on my outer lid. Ugh, I love all these blues together, oh my gosh. And I am stamping that a little bit higher up here into my outer crease. I'm going to go back to that lightest blue Ghoulish and kind of stamp that right between the dark blue and the light blue, just so they merge nicely together right here. And then I am building up that deepest blue Haunted House, again just right on the outer part of my eye. Now I'm going to take Haunted on a Sigma E30 across my entire lower lash line. I'm going back in a second time. You definitely have to build up this shade to get it to look like the color in the pan. And as always, I'm bringing the shadow to the outer corner of my eye and connecting it so it's like wrapping around my eye. I want to soften these edges a little bit more, so I'm going to take a clean Sigma E27 and just start to blend around the edges, so under my brow. Now I'm going to take that deepest blue shade Haunted House and also run that across my lower lash line. So I'm kind of debating on if I want to keep this look entirely matte or add a little bit of shimmer. You could totally put this blue creepy shade on the lid, but I'm also kind of looking at this shimmer right here, just as like a really bright pop in the inner corner. Let's do that. I'm cleaning off my E30 on my Sigma switch, and I'm going to pick up that shade Cobweb, and I'm going to pop that right in the inner corner. Ooh, that's pretty. And also a little bit right under the brow. Sometimes all matte looks are a little bit tricky because I feel like matte shadows really show any kind of imperfections. So the blue shades aren't looking perfect in my lid and on my crease, but again, you could cover that up with the shimmery shade Creepy. But I do want to add a black wing to this look. I think that would complement the matte shadows really well. So I'm going to take my NYX Epic Ink Liner and do a wing. Okay, not my best wing in the world. It did turn out pretty big, but I feel like that's good for a blue smoky look like this. I'm also gonna add black to my waterline. And then I'm just smudging out that black liner with a small brush. Alright, I went ahead and popped on my mascara and lashes, and for my lashes I'm wearing the Bright Lashes Daydream. I'm happy that I added the black liner to this look because honestly, these are probably my least favorite shades of blue to wear on my blue eyes, but I think on brown eyes this look would be so beautiful. But this was pretty fun to do an all matte blue look, so let me know your thoughts on this one. And let's get started with the second look. So in my first video with this collection, when I did one look with this palette, I did use a lot of the purpley shades. So I'm thinking for the second look, I want to use this bottom row of shades, and I'm going to start with Candy Corn on a Sigma E28, and just like the first look, I'm going to pack this shade throughout my entire crease. And I am building up this shade a few times to get the pigment that I want, but this shade is really pretty. It's kind of like a peachy orange. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring this shade along my lower lash line while I'm here. And once I have less product on my brush, I'm gonna start to soften out these edges. So I know I want to do a halo eye today. I need to swatch these two shimmers down here to see which one I want to use on my lid. So we have Magical and Screech. Screech has a little bit more pigment to it, but I love the duochrome of Magical. I honestly might just pair these two together. But I'm going to start this halo eye by deepening up the outer and inner corner of my eye. And to do that, I'm going to take Broomstick on a Sigma E54. And starting on the outer part of my lid, just packing on this color. But I do want to keep it a lot lower than I did with that Candy Corn shade. And also on the inner part of my lid. Now I'm going to go back to that E28 I was using and just kind of pat over that deeper Broomstick shade. I am loving how these two matte shades look together. So I'm pretty much layering up that Broomstick shade and then switching back to this brush to blend it out, and I'm just repeating that step until I'm happy with how this looks. Now I'm going to take Screech on my finger, and that's going to go on that center part of my lid. Ooh, yeah. I love this. This is honestly like the most perfect row of colors to use together. Now I'm gonna pick up Magical. This one's a little bit more pink, so let's see what happens if I just pop that right on top. So shifty and pretty. I'm literally just sitting here like turning my head and admiring all the like little colors in the duochrome. I'm gonna take more Broomstick on my E54 and run that across my lower lash line. Then I'm just going back to my E28 and softening the lower lash line and also this edge right here. And then I do want to deepen up Broomstick just a little bit more on my inner and outer corner just to really intensify that halo effect. I want to deepen things up a little bit more, so I'm going to take Licorice on a Sigma E15, and I'm going to smudge that across my lower lashes. I love a deep purple shade like this. And then I'm just taking my E54 and smudging along that purple line. I'm going to pick up Cobweb on my Sigma E30, and again, just popping that in my inner corner just like I did for the first look. And again under my brow. I went ahead and finished up this look with mascara and lashes, and for lashes I'm wearing the Bright Lashes Flutter, which is a half lash, and I love how this look turned out. I cannot get over these shimmers on my lid and just like how many different colors are in the little sparkles. It's so pretty, and I also love these kind of red and orange tones on my eye, and that pop of that deep purple down there just like really ties everything together. So if I had to pick a favorite out of these two looks, 100% I am picking this one. I had so much fun filming 2 more looks with this palette for you guys today. let me know which look is your favorite because we got two totally different vibes happening right now. And now that I've done a total of 3 looks with each of these palettes, I still gotta say, I think Trick or Treat is my favorite. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.